Wirtz is very good, but he's not going to be Cherky levels. Who doesn't love a bit of a start bench sell? Welcome to Start Bench Sell on Nevans MCFC. Here we go. First one. Phil Foden, Bukayo Saka, and Amad Diallo. Right. So first off, Amad, sorry mate, you're getting sold. You look good because you're playing a weak United side. Obviously, if you had talent around you, you wouldn't look as good as you do. You just look like Anthony. You just look like, anybody else. So, yeah, Ahmad, you're getting sold. Saka, sorry, mate. You're good for England. You're not good. You're not as good as Foden at club level. Foden has won nearly everything you can, and yeah, it just speaks for itself. Foden, bit of a down patch last season, but this isn't just on last season. This is on them as a player. This is on their whole career. And if you were to pick, I think a lot of people would choose Foden over Saka. I think that's the easiest decision to make there. Next, moving on to the goalkeepers: David Raya, Ederson, and Alisson. David Raya, very good player. Is a very good player. He's come up clutch many a time for Arsenal. They had Ramsdale last season, and he was basically, or the season before, sorry, and he was basically shaky off his line, getting chipped. Honestly, David Raya, such an upgrade on Ramsdale, but you're getting sold, mate. You're not as good as Ederson and Alisson. Now, Ederson and Alisson, this is the scrap that we've been talking about for years. The problem is that I think Liverpool have bought this Mamardashvili in to replace Alisson because he's probably wanting to either move on or he's just getting a bit slower in his age. Obviously, they're both very good players, both very good goalkeepers, Ederson and Alisson. For me, I'm taking Ederson. That's not bias. I just for what he does for our team, and let's think we're putting him in our team. Alisson as a shot stopper, absolutely class. But Ederson playing out from the back, there's nobody better for a long pass than Ederson. So I'm benching Alisson and starting Ederson. Next up, Virgil van Dijk, Husanov, and Colwill. Now, the easiest option here is to sell Colwill. What I've done is I've just tried to basically make it as even as possible and start an argument, but I haven't really done that here. I can't really argue for Colwill. Like who else could I put in? Because I wanted to put one player from each team really. And Arsenal, like you got your Salibas and your Gabriels, but Saliba and Gabriel are only really good when they're with each other. So that's the problem there. Like you take one away and the other one's crap. So yeah, so Colwill getting sold. Husanov and Van Dijk. Now this is for our team. So Husanov, obviously, I do want to keep Husanov and I want to start Husanov. Van Dijk, he's getting to that age now where he's going to get injury prone, and he had that ACL 2-3 seasons ago, and when he came back, he was very very slow. It's probably a bit too much, saying that Kusanov should start over Van Dijk. I mean, you got to give the benefit of the doubt, and until Van Dijk slows down properly, slows down massively, and gets injured, getting injured on a regular occurrence, then I think it does have to be Van Dijk that starts. Husanov bench, Colwill sold. Now next, Declan Rice, Caicedo, and Rodri. Right, let's start with a selling. Declan Rice, you're getting sold, mate. Through balls are non-existent. You've got Partey, you got Zubimendi coming in. Like you got too many of them players. Yes, I know he scored two wonderful free kicks against Real Madrid last season. Very, very good. But you're not sitting on the bench or starting because of that, are you? So Declan Rice gets sold. Hopefully we get some of that 105 million back from him. Caicedo, he's very, very good. He's very, 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 very defensive, very, very secure. He's got a bit of attacking in him as well. Obviously, his first few games at Chelsea were a bit rough, a bit squiffy, but he's up against Rodri and Caicedo sitting on the bench and Rodri starting. It just sounds good, doesn't it? Now, Rodri played the other night and he looked a bit rusty. Rodrigo, as people were saying, get a grip. That's not what we call him. That's not what we do to our players. Rodri, you could never ever bench Rodri to play Caicedo. That would never ever happen. So Caicedo on the bench, mate. Rodri, you get the start. Up next, Kirkes, Aitnori, and Cucurella. All right, this one's probably the toughest of all. This one probably is tough. I mean, Cucurella fits Chelsea like a glove. So Cucurella is going to, for Chelsea, Cucurella would start. Obviously, I couldn't get a Kerkez in a Liverpool shirt because I don't think there is one yet because, he's messing about. And Aït-Nouri for City got the work done. Cucurella for me, he is very good, but is he good because does he look good because he looks good for Spain as well? Possibly. I'm gonna get rid of Kerkez. I'm gonna sell Kerkez. I just don't think he works. We don't need any more attacking fullbacks. Right, we got Aït-Nouri, and I would choose Aït-Nouri over Kerkez anyway, to be honest. Kerkez has got a wicked cross on him, but Aït-Nouri, there's nobody more technically gifted in that position than Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri's practically a left winger with flair, and we'd prefer to. This isn't copium, right? This isn't copium. 100% Aït-Nouri. I would prefer Aït-Nouri to Kerkez. I look at Kerkez before we were looking at Aït-Nouri, and I was like, "Ooh, Kerkez is a nice player." But then you look at Aït-Nouri and you think, "Yeah, he can do more for us." So that ain't copium, honestly. That ain't copium. So Cucurella, I'm selling you purely because I think you look good for Spain, and you look good in a shaky back for Chelsea, because let's be fair, their back line is crap, and the right back position of James and Gusto. James is probably he's probably the best right back in the league right now, except for the fact that he gets injured and he's made of biscuits. Right, so Cucurella is getting sold. Between these two, I'm going to bench Kerkez and I'm going to start Aït-Nouri. Basically, just from the reasons I've said already. Kerkez got a wicked cross on him, but Aït-Nouri more technically gifted, and I think he suits City better. Last on the list, Wirtz, Cherki and Ødegaard. Now, Ødegaard, everyone glazes Ødegaard, and when I say everyone, I mean the Arsenal fans. You can glaze him all you want. Listen, we just bought the wonder kid, Naipan, and he's a better player than Ødegaard. And Bob's better than Ødegaard. Don't get me wrong, Ødegaard's not crap. Ødegaard is not rubbish. But he shouldn't be in the same league as these two, Cherki and Wirtz. So I'm selling Ødegaard. Don't know how much we'll get for him, like probably 20 mil. But yeah, we're selling Ødegaard. Now, Cherki, Wirtz, this is going to be the debate of the century. Until one of them is decisive and one of them decides that for us. I just think that Cherki is a better player for us. Wirtz is good. But when we're looking to replace a De Bruyne, Wirtz hasn't got that in him. Wirtz isn't as good as De Bruyne. Now think as well, if Wirtz went to Bayern, it'd cost them like 60 mil. He's a 60 million pound player if he goes to Bayern. Because he went to Liverpool and they're breaking records, he's 100 mil, 110 mil, or whatever it is. But that price isn't justifiable. Wirtz is very good, but he's not going to be Cherki levels. When Cherki peaks, if he does peak, I mean, he doesn't look like he's going to peak. Cherki is going to be one hell of a player. Now, I get it. Enjoy them both. Yeah, they're both good, but this is a start, bench, sell. So we're selling Ødegaard, we're benching Wirtz, and we're starting Cherki. Purely because of how good Cherki is, and he is mild. Well, not right now. It's probably going to take him a bit, but his ceiling is higher than Wirtz's, and Cherki will be a better player than Wirtz. In a couple seasons, when Wirtz goes to Bayern anyway, it's not even going to be a talking point. Cherki's going to be flying, and Cherki being so good will probably be the reason that Wirtz buggers off. So that's my thoughts. That's my start, bench, sell. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Would you do anything differently? Listen, that's all I've got for you. Like the video, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.